Aha. I think we're ready. I think possibly we're ready. Possibly, maybe. I think so. Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here today with a Minecraft live stream. How y'all doing today? I hope you all have a good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, ladies and gents. I'm just waiting for people to come in. So I'm using some new equipment here today. I'm not using OBS or anything like that. Well, technically I am. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and so it's really fantastic. A little bit more of a nicer layout and everything. Hey, Reaper Gaming. Hey, Seth Cothran. Reaper Gaming, what's the news? I want to know. I want some good news today. I know I'm a bit late. Back up and load. Yes, because the new 1.13 update came out, which was a big update that helped with water, or basically redid all of the water worlds and whatnot, so it's really, really fantastic. What else? Oh yeah, so I could use some good news. I can use some good news. I just got back, and I'm sorry I'm late. I just got back from... Whoa. Hello. A little bit of lag. I just got back from getting my car, or rather my wife's in my car, from the what is it? The repair shop. Only to figure out that it needs to go back in. I mean, it needed to go back in for other stuff anyways, because the shop didn't do stuff and everything, or various parts and whatnot, but it's ridiculous. So, moving on. If you're not familiar with this particular series I have going on with Minecraft and everything, we're doing a Republic base build and whatnot for this map. Chicken! Baby chicken. Alright, so we're doing a Republic base, and it's a massive build. It's a massive build. Oh, look at the water! Oh, that looks sick. That looks really sick. So, the thing that we did in the last episode, which was just a regular 25-30 minute episode and everything, is we did the Republic insignia that's on the front of the base, and then we also kind of made this middle part here, in this middle section, and then we have the entrance over this way. Now, there's still a lot of terraforming and whatnot left to do, but we're doing pretty well in this base build. But while I'm doing this build, and I got the chat over here on my right side and everything, in case people want to ask some questions, especially new people to the channel, do some Q&A. That will be a lot of fun things to do. A lot of you, regular members and whatnot, you already know a lot about what I do and, who I am and whatnot. But a lot of the newer members that maybe not necessarily watch my live streams don't. And I want to offer up some Q&A. Been getting a lot of new subs recently, which is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be building, and I'm trying to figure out what to build. I have my blueprints over this way for the Republic base. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. I think what we'll go ahead and do, as I talk off camera here, I think what we'll go ahead and do is we will go ahead and we will get the cobblestone into smelting, which which we already have a bunch here. We also need some more charcoal. Get those guys in there. Now we need 8. We need 8 pieces per. Clay, that's fantastic. I hope your videos and whatnot go well. Or rather, Reaper Gaming, formerly Clay Detman. Reaper Gaming goes, doing on my own XCOM series called Rising Earth, or Earth Rising, excuse me, but I canceled it to the start of Earth Rising Coalition. It's an XCOM 2 WOTC series starting Saturday. It's a live stream series. Nice! Nice. Do I have any other bits of charcoal anywhere other than what I got in my inventory? That is the question. That is the question. It does not look like it. So that means we need to chop down some trees in our little tree farm here. So yeah, what I'm going to have to do after the live stream, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to have to call a repair shop that's closer and see if we can get the car further fixed. Ah, the trials and tribulations of having a vehicle. Always fun. Always fun. Kind of just chopping down some trees here. So yeah, this was also a build that I had to do because I know there are a couple builds that I needed to do. First of which was, you know, this tree farm here. Secondly was the cobblestone generator room that we have going on, which actually we started the series, or not the series, this live stream in. Both of them are crucial to the build. You know, obviously we'll need the trees for sustainable charcoal and other wood products. But we also need, this is actually where I need to actually go in and smelt some more pieces. We'll toss 3 in there and just let that do its thing. Will you watch the series? I would like to watch a lot of people's series, Reaper. The problem is timing. I would love to support as many people as possible, but the problem is timing. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time right now. I just got upped in hours at my other job because we are low a few people, which is, you know, nice, more money for me at my main job outside of this. I might also potentially become a key holder with that position, so that means I'm going to be busy with that, you know, on a much more responsible platform. I'm still doing YouTube quite a bit, as you can see. So would I like to watch it? Absolutely. Will I have time? It depends. It highly depends. Hello, Cube the Barbarian. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. So we're getting some pieces going. So while that's smelting up, I want to go outside here, and I want to kind of show you guys, for those that have not been watching the series, what's kind of going on. So obviously you've seen all of this, where it's the Republic insignia as the main kind of walk-up entrance over here. We have this little centerpiece here, and then we have the entrance down this way. Down that way there. What's going to happen is that there's still a lot of terraforming left to do. In fact, all of this area here that we have kind of as our own mini base, that's going to, that's basically going to be covered up by the main base that we have here. And the Republic base that I have going on right now is what we will consider our home base. In this area here, and probably actually further down this way towards more of where the ocean is over here. In fact, I want to kind of survey this and see what we can do. I have aspirations to build the USS Arizona Memorial. And to do that is going to require A, a lot of materials, but B, also doing some terraforming underwater. which means is that we will eventually need a helmet that has Aquafinity on it or something like that. Oh, fish! Oh, that's epic. That's really, really epic. That's pretty cool. So there's that going on, and we just have a lot of building that we're gonna do in this series. I would like to see this series have, like, you know, hundreds of different episodes and whatnot. You know. This live stream also will be attached to the main playlist for this Minecraft build, Let's Play, and whatnot. So you'll be able to watch it in sequence. Let's see. You have a cell phone on you if you look up Earth Rising or yeah, I can look it up later. Can't guarantee I'll watch it, but I'll look it up later for sure. Plus, you haven't done Echo 7 in your Spartan campaign of XCOM 2 series. Echo 7 is there. Echo 7 is indeed there. In fact, he's a major now. Which, if you've not watched to this point in the series of why Echo 7 in particular is a major, you've missed a whole bunch so far. But Echo 7 is in there. And he is a major. Hello, Max B from Germany. I didn't know I had fans in Germany. That's awesome. Let's see. Seth Cothran, you should get some Star Wars mods and have clones and droids fight. I have seriously thought about that for this series. I have seriously thought about that. I might add that later. Just because the 1.13 update like just dropped, I think like a week ago or so. I'm waiting for mods to kind of catch up to that, basically. Mojang's been doing a lot of work. Mojang has been doing work. What do we want to do? I know what I can do. We are going to need more slabs. More gram slabes. Are you done? You are done. Kind of. You know what? So we're not wasting time. Let us make some more. Oh, we have enough. We actually have enough to do more pieces here. So we can get these other furnaces going at least. Get that going. I'm going to go ahead and sleep. What episode is he in? Reaper Gaming, if I remember correctly, I think I just recently uploaded episode 33 in War of the Chosen. Something on that front. And if I remember correctly, Echo 7 was like in episode 20... Was it 28? Something like that. It wasn't long ago. It was a particular mission that I had done. There was a particular mission that I had done in which I was able to get two operatives. One being Echo 7, the other being Joseph Osborne. Both of them were majors in their respective positions. So, I'm just looking here. It's probably better if I go up top and actually see this. Let's see. Hello, Brooke Cabtree. I am Josh. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You can waterlog slabs now. It makes a farm so easy. Oh, that's interesting. Echo's in live in the new Clone Wars season. We don't know that yet. We don't necessarily know that yet because, I mean, while we are getting what seems to be like the Bad Batch, I mean, it could be something along the lines of what was done in the pre-Viz stuff. All we know is we're getting 12 episodes. Several of them for sure incorporate the several of them for sure incorporate the Siege of Mandalore story arc, which apparently leads right into the opening of Revenge of the Sith, or at least that's the intent. I'm not sure how I feel about that, with it being that we're getting 12 episodes and there is a story arc that's guaranteed to be the Siege of Mandalore, which thus technically would end the series. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't, because I know for a fact that when the Clone Wars was still up and running and whatnot, I know for a fact that they had episodes all the way through a possible season 7 and season 8, full seasons and whatnot, so 24 episodes or thereabouts per. So I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about the fact that currently right now we're only getting 12 and it looks like it might be a series finale kind of deal. Am I glad we're getting 12? Absolutely. But I'm also sad we're only getting 12. So it's kind of one of those mixed feelings kind of dealios, if you get my drift. So we're kind of just filling in various areas and whatnot. And what I'm going to have to do is, this is going to take a little bit of fun calculations here. I want to take the slabs. I guess we can go from this edge right over here. I want to take the slabs on this corner. We're going to go to a certain distance. And let me get a pen or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go in 9 blocks from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on this end block right here, I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to do that. Okay. Perfect. So what this is a start to one of these kind of extensions, if you will. It's a bit hard to explain this on camera without a whole lot of photo references, but you will see eventually what I'm talking about. It might take several episodes and whatnot. You can make an item frame and place it on the floor. Yeah, I know. I know about item frames. I know. I will say this. This base will be massive. It will indeed be massive. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm kind of going in and just doing the floor, but I'm also trying to fill in other areas as well. He is. I saw the rough episode called Last Echo. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know if we're going to get that. I really don't. We could, which would be awesome, but I don't know if we're going to get it. With Disney at the helm and them scrapping a lot of ideas and whatnot and everything else, it's a bit hard to tell if we're going to get some of the content that were originally being written and planned out for and whatnot. You know, I'm going to get some Minecraft music going on in here. I need something. Or crank it to there. I need some music. Luckily not another Jedi temple. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about it. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to go 1. So we're going to 2 right here. 1, 2. 1, 1. And this goes back some distance. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. As I burped. Kind of just filling all this in. We're going to need a ton of slabs. Because the other thing I want to do with this base as well is to make this as much as I can, like, spawn proof as possible. That's not gonna happen everywhere, I have a feeling, but you know, I'm sure shooting gonna try. Absolutely, I'm gonna try. So this is kind of one area right in here. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of setting up the perimeter of the profile, or profile of the perimeter. That's what it is. Because I'm not going to actually get into any of the building of the walls until I have the rough layout of what I want in place. There's a lot of angles. There's a lot of areas where we're going to have, you know, stairs and whatnot to get those angles and whatnot. It's just going to be a massive undertaking. And while it's going to be fun, it's going to be very, very tedious. There's probably going to be a lot of off-camera building. There's probably going to be several live streams on this, maybe. If I do episodes on the build at all, it'll be a lot of cutting and editing. So, it'll be more of people will get the general idea of what I'm going for. It won't be a full-on tutorial, hence why it's a Let's Build. It'll be fantastic when it's done. I don't know when that will be, but it will be amazing. Already I need more slabs. But let's go ahead and take a look at this really, really quick. So this is kind of the room layout so far. I don't know what each room individually is going to be. That's something I'm still trying to determine as I build each piece. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still trying to determine what piece or what rooms are going to be which. I used a program called Pretzel for all my music needs. Yeah, I should get a look into that. Because ever since I lost my partnership with Curse Network, with Curse you got a chance to do music through a program called Epidemic Sound, which I had used for a year. Basically about as long as I had the partnership. Which, by the way, I am YouTube partner verified until something else better comes along. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, basically, I lost a chance to do Epidemic Sound and everything, which is, you know, not a big deal, but it's a big deal enough to where, like, I have to look for other music options, basically, now. And it's understandable, but it's kind of frustrating at the same time. Hence why I made a Patreon. I mean, okay, this way. I made a Patreon, what was it? Last fall, technically speaking. But I officially, like, launched it a month ago? Something like that? There's a YouTube setting for Pretzel. I heard about that. Okay, more slabs. I'll take them. I'll take all the slabs. So. Oh, right, there's that bit and there's that bit. I'm going to need more. I need all the blocks. why I decided to, you know, induce pain to myself and build this in survival with no cheat options, so you know that this is legit. I think that might be the only reason. Like, once this build is done, people will be going, wow. There's a YouTube setting for Pretzel for no copyright music. Yeah, I'm going to look into that at some point. I really am. Oh! Crap. I just realized I built part of it wrong. Great start. Great start. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your blueprints. It actually goes along the lines of something like this. So we're going to rip all this out. Give me all this back. Luckily, we have a sustainable charcoal and whatnot. Hello, Virginia Noons. Hello, the Diamond Play Kids. Welcome to the stream. Virginia Noons, Gutierrez says, I'm hyped for the Clone Wars show to come back. I am too. I am too. It's going to be awesome. So it's going to go like this. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. This is from this block here, it's 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then boop, boop, boop. Boop. Okay. Cool. And what I'm going to do next, after I fill all this in, because I do need some floor space underneath me. Oh, the floor space. I'm just thinking of all the different things that I'm going to need to terraform. This is going to be ridiculous. This is going to be a huge project. Like Minecraft, you can do whatever you want in this game. Yep. Anakin is a blonde now. Or is now a blonde. He kind of was always a blonde, especially if you go off Hayden Christensen's look. Like, to me, that's not a problem. Okay, so this is where we go to. Bump. Bump. Crap. We're gonna run out of room here really fast. We're gonna need to move the farm. Gonna need to relocate. Fantastic. But yeah, like, Anakin was already a blonde. They made his hair brown for the show. I don't know for what reason, but Anakin was always a blonde. It's like, sorry. Sorry to burst your bubble. But it's like, did you not see the films? Alright, so it's 1 and then 6. 2. Wait, is it really? No, it's not. Hold on. Gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, man. I realize that Obi-Wan have always is hair grammar much. I realize that Obi-Wan have always is hair done in battles. I like how it's so perfect every episode. Not every episode. Geonosis and Mandalore. I pitch you two story arcs episodes and whatnot there. Not always perfect. Even Obi-Wan's hair gets messed up from time to time. The damn show lied. My mind is blown. It's like, honestly, I have a feeling I know why that was the case. It's because doing highlights in hair, that's hard. That's really, really hard. Oh, I know what we're doing here. Hold on. So we're doing that. And what's this run here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 across, including this one. Yeah, we're going to have a problem here. We're going to have a bit of a problem. Just a bit. Because this here, I mean, okay, you may think this is big already. You just wait. You just wait. Your funny, funny hats. What I will do is, I'm going to do something here. There's an alternating step pattern beginning with, I believe, this block right here. And if we go to this block right here and go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically just an alternating pattern. All the way down to the entrance. Which I think should line up quite well. Did I do that right? Did I do that right? I don't know if I did that right. No, I did that right. I just built this wrong down here. Just built it wrong. That means you're out of here. You're out of here. And technically, you're out of here and you're out of here as well. But I will put that underneath and I will take this guy out. So I can do this, and then this. Perfect. Do you want a copy of our first Let's Play server map? I think you sent me a copy, and then I lost it somewhere, so yes, I'll take it. Baby chicken! Burg! Burg! Smeagol wants the chicken! Speer wants the precious. I don't know where that came from. I really don't. I can do a few voice impressions. One of my coworkers where I work at, I can do impressions of him pretty freaking well. Then again, he makes it really easy to do impressions of him. Like, really, really easy. Like, whenever I ask how he's doing, he goes, I want to go home! I want to go home! And that'll be like 2 seconds after he walks through the door, too. Too funny. So Smeagol, do you want to eat some fish? Yes, I want fish. I want sort of fish. Oh, the fish. Ah! No, no spider. No. Can't do that voice too much because it will ruin my vocal cords. Then I'll have to have, where's the Gollum juice that Andy Serinkas had to do, or had to have on set, or on and off set, really, for his voice, because his voice would get trashed doing that impression. And we're out of slabs. Lovely. That's why I don't do it a whole lot, is because of the fact that, you know, I don't want my voice to get trashed. And we're going to need more cobblestone eventually. This is great. Absolutely great. Totally what I want. I need more slabs. More grand slabs. Okay. That should be enough for now. Hopefully. Maybe. But no, Andy Serinkas' voice would get trashed. And what was really crazy, for those of you who have not seen Black Panther, I don't know if there are any that have not seen Black Panther at this point. I mean, there are people that don't make it to the theaters, but honestly, go see Black Panther if you haven't. Or better yet, get the DVD because that's out now, because technically Black Panther is not in films. But Andy Serinkas in that film, he got jacked. Like, he's not the gangly guy he used to be. He got ripped for that film. Granted, it's more of a husky rip and everything, but it's still like, whoa, dude. What did you do? What kind of plan did you go on? That's something that I've been trying to do more. I mean, for me, I live close enough to my job, my other job that is other than YouTube, where I can actually walk to work, which is really, really nice. So, you know, cuts down on gas and whatnot. If I need to take a car, I will take a car. But, you know, whenever I can, I will walk. But I've also been trying to get into more shape. So, working on trying to do that 6-pack, working on trying to, you know, build up my bod and everything, you know, trying to make sure that this temple of mine is healthy for a number of years. So it's just keeping up a regimen, keeping up a mentality, which, you know, it can be a little difficult. Ah, crap, what did I do? What did I do? Yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, you just gotta keep up with. And I mean, for me, I don't always keep up with it. I will admit that much. I don't always keep up with my regimen, but, you know, like, you know, for the after this live stream today, I'm probably gonna do a series of like push-ups, sit-ups, and whatnot, and do rinse and repeat multiple times, just to, you know, get that going. And I especially have to do that. Mainly because of what happened a number of years ago, and this is going to get into a little bit of backstory. Before I do, somebody cosplayed as the Pink Panther and Black Panther gear. I've seen that, or at least I think I've seen that. I've seen variants of that idea. I will say that much. So for me, I especially have to, you know, keep fit. Like, I have to, because of what happened back in my senior year of high school. This happened twice. I had a series of, what was it? Yeah, I had a series of two spontaneous lung collapses, which was not fun. And it was particularly scary for me, because for me, I did bats training and whatnot. I you know, a while back, I know roughly what to do for things like, you know, CPR, or, you know, the Heimlich maneuver, and, you know, it's just basic stuff. Hello, Izzy is very childish. Welcome to the stream. So basic stuff. And for me, when it first initially happened, the first spontaneous lung collapse, I initially thought it was a stroke that I was having. The only thing that wasn't any indicator at all was like a droopy face or slurred speech. The things that I had a problem with is that part of my side was like in particular my right side of my body was going numb and cold. I felt a pain in my chest, but it was moving, and I wasn't 100% sure if it was, you know, something like a pulmonary embolism or anything like that. I was short of breath, and my doctor at my time would call him up and say, "Hey, this is what's going on. This is what happened." And he goes, actually, no, it was she at the time. She goes, "All right, take," what was that? I think it was like 3 Advil or whatever it was. Take 3 of something, some pain reliever or whatnot. If it doesn't go away in an hour, go to the emergency room. Hour goes by, pain still is there, has not subsided. So I go to the emergency room, and after some x-rays and some testing and whatnot, they decide that I need to be ordered a thoracic surgeon. Now, the only other time that I ever heard this, you know, term or this word for a doctor in my life, a thoracic surgeon being that, you know, they're a doctor working on their respiratory system, is on the TV show MASH with Alan Alda and I forget who else. I feel terrible that I forget who else because it's a fantastic cast. But that's the only other time that I ever heard thoracic surgeon thrown around in my life. And then my brain was like, that's the doctor that was ordered multiple times for in MASH for soldiers that were having like their throats cut open and they couldn't breathe and whatnot. I'm like, what is going on? But apparently, yeah, I had a spontaneous lung collapse in which basically one day my lung just went pop, and then it started deflating. And it was not able to reinflate itself, which was really, really scary. Really, really scary. But the first time it happened fall of my senior year. And I was out for maybe a week. Because what they did was they did a small procedure where they stuck a tube in, a very small tube, very, very small, and reinflated the lung and let the lung heal itself, because the lungs have this insane natural ability to actually regenerate themselves. Doctors can't figure it out, but, you know, it's actually a thing. So it regenerated itself and rehealed by itself, and I was back to school in about a week and a half or so. In spring of my senior year, it happened again. Same area, same dealio and everything. And basically, I had to have surgery for it. And what they did was they went in, they did a orthoscopy procedure where they went in with a tube that had a camera on it, and they remote cut a strip of my lung, like actually physically cut it. They actually physically cut a strip of lung that was about a 1 by 5 inch piece that had what caused the lung collapse in the first place. What caused it were blebs. And blebs are tiny little air pockets that some people are born with. Actually, pretty good majority of the population are born with. And there are plenty of people in which, you know, these blebs, not a problem for a lot of people. But in my case, and these are blebs that can sit on like any organs or tissue or whatnot, not just lungs. But in my case, they caused enough of a problem because these things don't grow over time. It just got stretched enough to a point where it just went pop, and thus created the collapse. So the second time that that it happened, I had to have surgery. They removed a strip of lung that had these blebs on it. So the right lung is fine. Right lung is absolutely fine. I was in the hospital for about a full week, letting that kind of do its thing, letting myself heal up. I was out of school for an extra 2 weeks after that, kind of catching up on work and whatnot when I could. And it was a very precarious 6 months after that surgery of kind of just recovering and whatnot. And I was extremely active beforehand, doing all sorts of things. And after that happened, I kind of lost it for a bit. But something that happens occasionally as a result of this surgery, because what they had to do was they had to use reverse alligator clamps to separate the ribs in order to get in there for the surgery. That was fun. Luckily, I was put under for that with anesthesia and whatnot. That was so much fun. Not. But what has happened is that I occasionally will develop scar tissue with that done and everything. And of course, there are ways to go, you can go into a doctor and have that all broken up. It is painful for when I've not done physical activity in a while. And if I move certain ways, it'll actually physically hurt and take my breath away. It hurts. Hurts a bunch. But something to counter that is physical activity. So it's actually, very beneficial for me because I don't want that pain. Very beneficial for me to do physical activity so that way I don't hurt and I don't develop the scar tissue or anything like that. I don't have to go in and break it up or anything like that kind of deal. So that is very important. Very, very important. All right, so I got a couple of things going on here. Good luck when you're 70 then. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Christina Ekstrand? Sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. Can you do Star Wars Conquest more often? I plan to. With Star Wars Conquest in particular, it's been really tough to record that as of late because of a lot of other things that I have going on. But also, too, I'm in a mode in that series right now where it's semi-boring. I'm in a boring state where I'm kind of just, I'm building up my army. I'm building up my funds and everything and whatnot. And some of that can get very, very tedious and boring and repetitive. And finding ways to make that interesting is rather tough occasionally. Yeah. I plan to definitely do more Star Wars Conquest. It's just really hard to get into that mode of recording that particular series because of, well, A, time, but B, more specifically, is just that I gotta be in the mood to record that series. It's not that I don't want to do it, it's just I gotta be in the mood for it until I get to various areas where, I can't not record it because I'm taking over the galaxy with Wookiees kind of deal. Which will eventually happen. But I'm just in that mode of, I gotta do it, but it's a grind. So yes, I do plan to do more Star Wars Conquest. It's just gonna take a bit. Now everybody is talking about surgeries and whatnot that they've had. Goody. So what I'm going to do... What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go in here. Um, um, why isn't this working? No. I mean, that's working. This was definitely not my intent, but this is definitely working. I think. You might need to reset the redstone. Oh, you know what? I might need to. Ow! No. Crap. Hold on. Okay, that'll work for right now. Instead of a piston, put a hopper on there. Maybe. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. What I kind of want to do. So many chickens. You know what I kind of want to do? And do I have it over this way? Hello, Commander Watts. How you doing, man? Is it over here? It is over here. So, I'm going to get this saddle. I don't have the paper for the coordinates for the horses. Crap. I don't know what I want to do now. Because I'm at kind of a standstill at the moment with this. How many slabs am I going to get out of this? 60. I'm doing pretty good, Commander Watts. I'm doing pretty good. My car is acting funky, but I'm otherwise doing pretty good. You know what? Let's try to do this other side here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in front, 5 following it in behind, like so. Do I have some dirt? I do have some dirt. Got to get some dirt. All the dirt. Hey, Luke, Gwen Plays. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I know how we want to do this. I know exactly how. Let's see. So I got that. How is it over here? Again, another round of stuff back here. So we kind of did this all right. I need some food. I don't really want to use the apples. Okay, so this is all fine. What's back here then? Next row up. Kind of the same dealio. More or less. Hey, Commander Ghost. all the people coming on now. Yeah, I'll do some cobblestone like that for right now. That's fine. Figuring out this entrance over here was really interesting. I think there's an audio desync. Really? Really, there's an audio desync? Great. Great, great, great. What are you building? I am building a Republic base. For those that have seen the Clone Wars, you'll know exactly what this is. Remember the Republic base that Ahsoka breaks out of? You know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. We're building that. It's one second off. Is it one second off from the whatchamahoozit? Whatchamahoozit. That's so descriptive, General. So descriptive. Let's see. So just enough to do that. Yes, I remember. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm building that base. Of course, you remember how big that was. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. So, prisons. Your mic and gameplay. My mic and gameplay is off. That's weird. Thought I had everything checked out. So prisons? No, not the prisons. So the base itself does have a prison facility. It is not a prison itself, not in its entirety. It is a full-on base. You know what I might do? Might do this. I'll wait till the sun goes down. Since our cobblestone generator is currently not producing anything. I mean, it is, but it isn't efficiently enough for my likes. We're going to go ahead and begin to take down some of the mountain over that way. And we're going to go to sleep here real quick. Gonna do that. And I am hungry. I am hungry, hungry, hungry. Might take a break here in a bit. And just be like, food? Alright. And I know I said I wouldn't do the apples, but oh well. Oh well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and terraform a little bit more. And I know that, you know, people don't like watching terraform stuff, but I'm in a live stream and I don't know what else to do at this point. Could build a new cobblestone generator, or, you know, do is exactly what Kipo said, is just, you know, reset the system, which I could very well do. Baby chicken. Oh, I know what we could do, actually. I know exactly what we could do. We can make this interesting. There is a cave system over here somewhere that I kind of explored. I don't think this is it. This is definitely not it. Okay. You need to find cows and make a cow farm for food reasons. Yeah, I technically should. I mean, there's cows near the base and whatnot. So I could do that. But there is a cave system. How come you didn't do this in creative mode, Speer? Because I wanted a challenge. I want the ability to say that I built this. And it would, and I mean, honestly, it would be more interesting because, I mean, creative mode, while it does have its perks, and it was extremely useful using it for like the Jedi Temple build and everything, I just like the aspect of trying to work for, doing big builds like this. This is where we were before. Oy vey. I thought there was a cave system down here, though. And yes, I see the donkeys. I see them. Not really interested. You know what? I might go and just get cobblestone from this mountain over here. I might do that. I don't think, I mean, you know, I say that we might not run into this. But given some of the plans that I have for this base, we very well might. We very well might. Because some of the plans, if you look at the layout of some of the blueprints and whatnot that I've seen and drawn up and whatnot for this base, there is a series of massive trenches that are behind the base itself. And those trenches are docks for none other than Venators. So that's going to be a thing at some point. Let's just say this is going to be a massive undertaking. A massive undertaking. A mountain goating it. Trying to be a mountain goat. Mountain goat. Bah. Bah. Alright, we're at the top. We are at the top. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Not. Okay, now we're at the top. Anyways, so yeah, there are Venators. Behind the base. And I honestly have no clue what I'm going to build them out of. I mean, we got the cobblestone generator going. Could build them out of cobblestone. We do have the ability to, of course, you know, regenerate other things. Charcoal, mainly. Got a food source. Maybe I should have had cheats with this. Maybe I should have. I don't know. All I know is that this is definitely going to be very, very satisfying when this base is done. And then we can move on to the next project. And there goes the pick. No! Cobblestone piece, why'd you... No! Why'd you fall? You mustn't fall. I know this is gravel, and I'm using a pick for it, but I don't have a sword, not a sword, a shovel. Kind of my problem, I know. Is your last name? Well, sorry about that. I meant to say, is it really Speer? It is really Speer. My last name is actually Speer. And depending on what area of history you believe, depending on what area of history you believe, Speer, as in my last name, originated in a couple of different places, or had the potential to originate in a couple of different places. The first of which being in 16 or 1700s Ireland. That's one of the first places, because I am part Irish. But I'm also part Scottish. And there is another, at least as far as I know, there is another path that leads all the way back to all the way back to 1066 in Scotland. And there is a possibility of potential royal blood in there. I am German. Okay, put it this way. I'm a Northern European mongrel. I'm a Northern European mongrel with Irish, Scottish, British, Swedish, German, maybe some French, and also interestingly enough, some Portuguese. I don't know where that came from, but some Portuguese as well. That is what I've been told. What I do really want to do is I want to go in and actually do what is it? 23andMe, and do like the DNA test basically, and see location wise where I'm from, and get like for sure results. I think they were having a sale too. It was like $99 for whatever. Could you be related to the Nazi officer named Speer? As far as I know, there's no blood relation. If there's any relation at all, it would be extremely distant, because there is a break off at some point that happened like several centuries ago and whatnot. But I gotta get off this mountain. Unless I do this and just keep working up here, which I might do. But there is a possible for a very late or a very distant relation. Not that I'm, thrilled about it, but it happens. Speaking of families, there's a family that I know, and if you read your Bible, or if you've read the Bible, even as, kind of just to read it, because I did that, and boy, that was tough to get through. That was really tough. I did that. And there's a guy in there known as John the Baptist. I don't know how this particular family that I know traced it back. I really don't know how they did. But apparently, they have traced their family lineage back all the way to where they found out that they are related to John the Baptist. I would like to know how they did that. I really would. It's quite ridiculous when you try to wrap your mind around it. It's like you're related to some guy in the Bible. It's like, holy smokes. Holy smokes. There's a lot of people with your last name. There are, actually. I did a search because I was just, curious one day. I did a search on Facebook to wonder how many Christopher Speers there were. There were quite a few on Facebook and whatnot. But I also did a search that involved just, Speers in general. There's quite a few. I was genuinely shocked. Okay, now we got to get down off this mountain. Probably the Mormon Church. They likely have extensive records in DNA tracing. Maybe. I do know that this family was not Mormon, or at least not the immediate family. I don't know about extended. But I do know that at least the immediate family was not Mormon. Which I don't know if that's necessarily a requirement. Like, if you have to be, in that case, if you have to be Mormon in order to be able to do DNA tests that they are known for and whatnot. I don't know. It's not my religion. Am I the only European here? I don't know. No, that surface by the... Hold on. Let me get in here and let me read that, actually. No, that service by the Mormon Church is available to everyone. Okay, that's actually really interesting. Still, I think I would trust something like, Ancestry.com or DNA or 23andMe a little bit more than I would the Mormon Church. Just personally speaking on that. But that's me. Not to say that they won't be truthful. It's more of like, I don't know if it's going to be a skewed result or anything like that. Because of beliefs. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys going into the furnace. I also need a new act at some point too. A new axe, not an act. God, at this point probably I do need a new axe. Let's see. Let's go in here. Let's build. I can't. Ooh, no, I can. I got a new subscriber. Mr. Orange Apple, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, Crow, so have you been having problems with your Fallout 4 Spear? No, I have not had problems. It's just, trying to remember all the mods that I had with it. It's rather tough. I know there's a really easy way to do that, especially for the Nexus mod, because it'll actually save your history and all that. So, I will probably resume that at some point. So, yes. Perhaps. Spear, you have so much food. I do. I believe in surpluses, unlike certain presidents. Oh, that was shots fired. That was definitely shots fired. And maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I do know, and I'm not naming names, there is a certain world leader at the moment, because technically speaking, he is a world leader. There is a world leader that has spent... I don't know if this is true or not, so do not quote me on this. Do not take what I'm about to say at face value, because I might be wrong. I could be correct. I don't know. But apparently, certain said president has spent 1/5 of his time in office so far playing golf and costing taxpayers an exuberant amount of money. Now, I have nothing wrong with playing golf. I, particular, happen to enjoy the game. I really do. But give us some of that vacation time, man. That's all I have to say. It's like, give us some of that vacation time. If you're gonna spend 1/5 of your presidency so far, playing golf and everything, I'm gonna pop these in here. Oh no, it's not politics, Commander Watts. It's not politics because I'm just talking about somebody doing their job. Now, in this case, this job is in reference to politics, but it's like if I did that, or heck, if any boss or anything like that, anybody like that did that, they'd be out of a job. They would be out of a job. And it's like, really? Really? It's just ridiculous. It really is. And that's not politics, okay? Contrary to what people are saying in the chat right now, it's not politics. It is just simply people just, like not doing their job. That's all it is. I am looking at icing surface value right there. Cause, man, if he was actually doing his job, I don't know. It's all messed up, is what I can say. It really is. It really is. It really, really is. And I'm just sitting here waiting for charcoal to smelt while I talk about a certain man who looks like a Cheeto. I mean, I'm not kidding. For the amount of... I'm assuming it's makeup. It's a pretty big assumption, but I'm going to, throw that out there and I'm going to guess that it's a makeup. But his choice and where he applies it, if it is indeed makeup, unless it's just a really bad sunburn that somehow turned his face orange, he's a Cheeto. I'm the Toast goes, hey, I'm going all over the internet searching for someone that'll agree to this. I'm willing to pay a pretty big YouTuber to advertise my server in any way. What do you say? I'd say private message me on YouTube, but I can't do that anymore because that's not a thing anymore. Go to my General Speer Facebook page, send me a message, and we'll talk more about what you have to offer. I don't really want to talk about it in chat, but let me know. Let me know. He's a mutated Smurf. Ah ha 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 ha. Josh Fizzle. Oh man, that might be one of the best ones that I've heard so far. For Cheeto. What were some other ones that I've heard? I can't remember what other ones I've heard. But Mutated Smurf, that is a new one. I like that. I like that very much. Oh, it's funny. Josh, he's a businessman. No, he's not. You can't have... Okay. He knows how... Okay. I assume, because he's preached on this enough, that he knows how to make a deal. I assume that. But he's not a good businessman. A businessman does not declare bankruptcy like 9 or 11 times or whatever the amount is and say that he's a good businessman. A good businessman also knows, you know, to pay for jobs rendered, services rendered, and workers the proper wages and doesn't undercut the bar and knows how to do that and run their business efficiently. Just saying. I don't have feelings on this. No, not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. I mean, because here's the thing. You have good businessmen, and then you have said Cheeto. Basically, what it has pretty much come down to is the fact that he really doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. And here's the thing. A lot of people were saying, like, you know, during the election, and I'm very briefly going to talk about politics here for a moment because I do want to address this. People were saying, you know, having somebody who is not a politician in office could be beneficial to this country. We could try something new. I can see reason for that. The problem is that said Cheeto, I'm just gonna call him that from now on. Said Cheeto is he's not surrounded himself with people that actually know how to do their jobs. He has surrounded himself with people that are there to disrupt the system and further decrease the quality of the administration and their effectiveness at doing their jobs. So I'm all for having somebody who's not experienced in politics, but surround yourself with a team that's able to advise you on things that you're going to need to make decisions about. That's just how you do it. That's how I do it. And I'm in no way, shape, or form qualified to run. Actually, no. I take that back. At this point, a lot of people are qualified to run for office. A lot. So, that's my spiel. That is my spiel. And that's all I'm going to say. Literally. How you mean the Dorito and Ruffle? That works. That works. I in particular don't like Doritos, so I'm actually okay. Excuse me. Calling him that. But, yeah, there goes my potential sponsorship for Doritos. Ruffles I do like, though. I do like me some Ruffles. Alright, so let's get back to base building now that we actually have some stuff. Now that we actually have it. In Soviet Russia ore mines you. Yeah. Pretty much. Like, that's not... That is not an inaccurate statement. It's a bit weird to think about, but it's not inaccurate. Doritos are my favorite, especially Cool Ranch. Here's the thing. I mean, for me, and I don't know about anybody else that thinks this. I mean, I'll eat Cheetos and from whatnot from time to time. But for me, like, you know, tortilla chips, or actually, no, tortilla chips, actually, what is the pronunciation? I forget what it is. But those chips, Ruffles, Fritos especially. I love me some Fritos. Those I like. They taste fine to me and everything. Every other chip, like the Doritos and whatnot, for example, they taste too processed to me, if that makes sense. Like I don't get the joy or the satisfaction that other people get from having Doritos. I really like their commercials because they're freaking hilarious. But that's about the only thing I like about them because they just taste too processed to me. Like for me, when I have a Coca-Cola, I need to get some things. For me, when I have a Coca-Cola, I much rather prefer the Coca-Cola that is out of a glass bottle. And there are actually plenty of places that you could find that stuff at. And one of the reasons being is because, number one, it's out of a glass bottle. It doesn't have that metallic flavor that you get from having it out of the can. The other reason why I do it out of the glass bottle is because the glass bottled Coca-Colas are made from actual cane sugar and not that sugar crap that's in the canned versions of the Coca-Cola. Same with other glass bottle stuff. I don't know what it is, but it just tastes better to me, and I like it. Unfortunately, this live stream is not sponsored by Coca-Cola. That would be amazing if it was. Hell, I even like Dr. Pepper. I also know that there are a lot of people that don't like Dr. Pepper, but I'm one of those weird ones that likes Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper. So... in fact, in some cases, if there's a canned Coca-Cola and if there's a canned Dr. Pepper, I will gladly take the Dr. Pepper over the canned Coca-Cola. But if there's glass bottled versions of those, I might take both. I like how I'm talking about food, and I've not gotten food yet. I should probably do that at some point. Let's see, we're an hour 20. We're an half in. Fetch me a beer. Or fetch me a bear. Oh, man. 1994, 2018. Oh, man. I can't remember what it was. I mean, those bones and those arrows. I can't remember what it was, but prefer nacho chips and salsa. There's actually a place that I went to that made some... like, really amazing nacho chips. Like, really, really amazing. And I want them! Like, I think the chips were handmade and everything. I think the chips were handmade and it tasted so good. I like anything but A&W root beer. A&W is, for me too, is like, But for me, some of the favorite root beers I've had, IBC, that's been pretty good. I think that would actually be hands down my favorite overall. What's the other brand that I'll get? I forget. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boop. Okay. And then we go back and we go here and we go. Boop. some of you youngins watching the live stream might not be able to do this unless you're with an adult that consents to it. My wife and I had a very lovely weekend off this past weekend. Very fantastic. And we went to 2 places. Both of them served the same dessert, basically, which was actually really awesome to find. And it was the following. It's the only way that my wife and I will probably now eat ice cream. And it goes like this. Soft serve vanilla ice cream, or really any ice cream of your particular, desire in terms of flavor, but in this case vanilla. Soft serve vanilla ice cream with a shot of espresso, drizzled over on top of it, and then a shot of Kahlua. Oh, it's so good. It's so very good. Wow. When my wife and I had that the first time, it was like, we can die happy now. It's like, it's one of those things. Not that we want to at the moment, but it's like, oh, it was so good. And then we had it a second time. It was equally as amazing. Oh, it was so amazing. So very good. Now, what was this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no. It was from this one. Oh, yeah. We have to build this one out. Never mind. I can't spell today. Don't worry. There are times in which I can't talk. And yet talking is part of my job. Oh, okay, we're going to throw those in there for right now. Espresso on ice cream? Oh, yes. Yes. Doesn't take a whole lot. You just need a shot with your serving of ice cream and Kahlua. It was so good. And what's really interesting is that the second restaurant we went to, they had served this dish with just the ice cream and the espresso, the soft serve ice cream and the espresso, but no one prior to us, and this restaurant has been around for like a long time, and they've had this dessert on the menu for a really long time. No one has ever thought to put the Kahlua in with the ice cream at this particular restaurant. We were the first couple, or just first people in general, that ever put this up. So it was good. It was really, really good. Gotta want that now. I just want, I just want food right now. That's all I want. That's all I want in this life. That's all I want. Oh, I can actually use the other stairs now. I keep forgetting that. All right, so opposite side. What do we got? We got 3. Crap. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then what was it? Was it 13? Oh, no. I'm building the wrong part first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. One more, and then we go in 3. Make sure that we have slabs underneath. Grand Salabes. Grand Salabes. Hello. All right. Let's see. Tacos or quesadillas? It depends on the taco. I'm not a big fan of hard tacos. I am, however, really big fan of soft tacos. So I will probably do the soft tacos more. But man, if you got a really good quesadilla, there's no beating that. There is no beating that. Got that. Like, a good quesadilla is a good quesadilla. And there's no comparison. There really isn't. But yeah, soft tacos I am much more partial to than hard tacos. I don't know why. It might be just like a texture thing or whatnot, but soft tacos, whew, I'll eat them. It's actually, I mean, for me, I don't go to places like Taco Bell. I rarely ever go there, mainly because I got sick one of the last times I was there. Spiders! I got sick one of the last times I was there, so I don't go there that often. But the very few times I do go there, it will be to get soft tacos. And this is like once, put it this way, the last time I had Taco Bell was stealing some food from my wife. Because that's what relationships are about, you know? Alright. So let's go back up here. I'm aware that I'm low on health. I'm very aware. And I'm thinking in the next another 10, 15 minutes or so. I'm not going to do a really long live stream today because A, I haven't done one in a while. My voice is not used to it, so because my voice is getting a bit crackly. I can tell. Just for me personally. So I'm not going to do super long today. So probably another 5-10 minutes of me building whatnot here. And I'll do a lot of building off camera. But I wanted to get something out for you guys today. Because you guys are awesome. I meant to do something really, really special for the 5,000 sub special. I did a special XCOM. Excuse me. I did like a series of special XCOM 2 videos and whatnot. I was gonna do something more, and then I just did. Time got away from me. So much of my problems involve around time, or having a lack of it. You should build a Star Destroyer or some type of Star Wars battleship and live in it. Chat, you want to tell them what's going on? If you actually know. It's not a Star Destroyer per se. But it is going to be a Venator class Star Destroyer. Is that good enough? Because, I mean, Republic base, Republic ships. There's a slight difference between the Venator. Well, actually, no. There's a big difference between the Venator and the regular Star Destroyer. Mainly that of the shape. He has Taco Bell like once a year. Actually, it's not even once a year. Like, literally the last time... Okay, aside from me taking Taco Bell from my wife, the last time I had Taco Bell was like 6 years ago. 7 years ago or so. So... there's that. Oh, yeah, the Venator. So, for Space Engineers, which that's still being built. I am working in creative mode at the moment to build it, to build a blueprint design so that I can actually take it into a single player world and actually build it from scratch. Because reasons. Or as XP gamers would say, raisins. I'm out of slabs already. God fricker. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of off-camera work. A whole lot. Because this is ridiculous. Like, I need slabs. I need other slabs. Grand salamis. Whenever my mom asks what I want for you for dinner is Taco Bell. Don't get me wrong. There are some Taco Bell locations that I actually do like. But not around where I live. All of them, or at least a lot of them, I personally feel are terrible. I might have to be right back in just a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Home health care is here for you to sign papers. Okay.
Okay. What is going on? Notifications I need to read. Everything's still going? Everything's still going. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to answer the door there for a moment. Let me just go back in the chat. I have an addiction to Taco Bell. Can I join the server? What server are you talking about? Slim Shells. There go the dogs. Yeah, pretty much. Every time the door, there's someone at the door. Every time. It's like a little unique little alarm system, if you will. I keep looking at General's mic and thinking it's the head of a Ninja Turtle. Okay. Works for me. Kind of just filling in all the stuff here. So I'm going to have to cut this stream. No, we're right around where I wanted to cut it off at. Or not too far. But what I will be doing, I think next session or next time I do Minecraft, it will be just a regular episode. But between now and then there will probably be a lot more base building. There's not going to be any recorded videos for today, but I will have videos for tomorrow and Friday. As far as XCOM 2. Probably some Kodar, get that back in there, and also some Star Wars Conquest, get back into that. So, But also, too, before we end, and I really appreciate the people that have been on this so far, I really, really do, I want to make a little announcement. It's actually kind of a big announcement. I will eventually be starting, probably over the next several weeks or so, a new series. I'll be starting a new series here on YouTube. And it's actually really, really exciting. I'm not going to say much about it, other than I think a lot of people will like it. Or at least like the theme of it. I hope. I sincerely hope. It will have some customized characters to a degree, but they will be based off of characters that show up in this particular game that this series is going to be based off of. I know this all sounds really cryptic right now, but you all should be very excited, I think. I know I am. I think it's going to be really, really good. Roboblocks? Nope. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I will say that I think people are going to like it. Civilization. Nope. I will, however, give you a hint. I'll give you 2 hints. 1, it is going to be XCOM 2 based. And 2, it is not anything to do with Star Wars or Halo. In fact, it doesn't really have anything to do with any series that we've done so far on the channel with XCOM 2. But it is an XCOM 2 based game with a very particular theme. I'm not saying much more right now. You will just know when the first episode comes out in hopefully several weeks from now. Everybody's probably scratching their head right now going, what could it be? What could it be? It would be what I would be doing. A vanilla XCOM 2 series? Perhaps. Perhaps. I'm not saying a thing. It's dark under there. I don't like how dark it is under there. I'm not saying a thing. And you can't make me. I'm not saying a thing. Iron Man challenge? Nope. I'm scared to do an Iron Man challenge, honestly. I really am. Searching up XCOM mods intensifies. Call of Duty World War II. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know. I need to plant trees. Could be Call of Duty. Could be something else entirely. Could be Titanfall for all I know. It could be Mass Effect. Could be a lot of things. I'm not saying. It's gonna kill a lot of you to wonder, what am I doing? What am I doing? You will all be very happy. That I will say. Very, very happy. But I think that is going to do it for this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost 2 hours. I would go longer, but my voice needs a rest because I've not talked for this long and so long. Generally, you should do a video game giveaway sometimes. I've thought about doing that for a few games coming out later this year. I just might do that. Yeah, Josh Fizzle, but I have been in the process of working out for some games, because there are some titles that are coming out that I really want to do that for. But that is going to do it for this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I got a chance to answer some questions. I will probably do another live stream like this with Minecraft, maybe not next week, but maybe then a week after. I want to try to do a little bit more regular live stream and whatnot, at least doing it once, if not twice a month. So yeah. That's going to do it for this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this session. Feel free, as always, to Hulk smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below. If you're new, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you can get all the updates and when we are live streaming and whatnot. Thank you all for watching, everybody, and may the force be ever in your favor.